Walking through a modern city in late 2025, you sense a strange stillness in the air, as if the city itself is holding its breath. You witness a quiet catastrophe unfolding in slow motion, hidden in plain sight. Figures slumped in doorways, groups huddled under bridges. This isn't just urban poverty, it's something darker. Fentanyl, a poison that seeps through every neighborhood, leaving devastation in its wake. The signs are subtle but everywhere. Scorched foil on the pavement, exhausted paramedics kneeling beside another victim, silent suffering etched into every corner. From the Pacific Northwest to the south, the scene repeats. People reduced to shadows, invisible to the world rushing by. Their pain unnoticed by those with somewhere to be. Gleaming towers stand just blocks from encampments frozen in a narcotic haze, the divide between wealth and despair growing wider each day, a stark reminder of the city's fractured soul. These aren't just statistics, they're someone's family, someone's friend, now trapped by a need that's become a prison, their memories clutched tightly in trembling hands. Hope drains from young eyes after relapse. Hollow coughs echo from tents in the morning mist, each sound a reminder of dreams slipping away. This is a crisis of the human spirit as much as public health, a battle fought in silence and shadows. It forces us to confront who we see and who we let fade away, challenging our compassion and our conscience. The crisis isn't distant, it's here, in the shadows of our prosperity, demanding our attention, refusing to be ignored any longer. Every slumped figure has a story, a life once full, now consumed by addiction, their humanity still shining through the darkness. The city's wounds are visible, but the pain is often ignored, hidden behind graffiti and crumbling walls. We can't look away any longer. The cost of indifference is too high. The silent scream of this epidemic is all around us, echoing through empty alleys and crowded streets alike. The question is, will we listen, truly listen, and act with empathy and urgency? Or will we let the suffering remain unseen, allowing the wounded city to fade further into silence? Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid, originally created for severe pain in medical settings. Doctors prescribe it for patients after surgery or those with chronic pain because of its powerful ability to block pain signals. It's up to 50 times stronger than heroin and 100 times stronger than morphine, making it one of the most potent painkillers available today. Just a few grains, barely enough to cover a fingertip, can be fatal if ingested or absorbed. Illicit labs produce it with no quality control. One dose might be weak, the next deadly. There's no way to know what's really inside. Users play Russian roulette with every hit, risking their lives each time they use. Fentanyl binds to the brain's opioid receptors, flooding the system with euphoria, but also slowing breathing, sometimes fatally. The high is intense, but so is the danger. Overdose is sudden and final, one moment seeking relief, the next, never waking up. There's often no warning and no second chance. For those on the streets, the appeal is tragically clear. A powerful escape from unbearable reality, even if it comes at a terrible cost. It numbs both physical and emotional pain, offering oblivion, if only briefly. The relief is fleeting, but the risk is permanent. But the promise is a trap, nearly impossible to escape. Addiction takes hold quickly, tightening its grip with every use. Fentanyl's hook is deep, its grip relentless. It changes lives, and often ends them. The line between relief and death is razor thin, and it's easy to cross without even realizing it. This is what makes fentanyl so deadly, and so hard to resist. Its danger is hidden, but its impact is devastating. Fentanyl spreads like a virus through vulnerable communities, thriving where hope is scarce. In homeless encampments, drug use becomes communal, normalized, and nearly impossible to avoid. Dealers exploit existing networks, distributing tiny, potent doses that are easy to conceal and transport. A kilogram can contain 500,000 lethal doses, making it a trafficker's dream. The drug floods cities, always just a few feet away for those on the street. Social pressure and desperation make resistance feel futile. Fentanyl contaminates the entire street drug supply: heroin, cocaine, even counterfeit pills. Many users don't even know they're taking it. Every purchase becomes a life-threatening gamble. The epidemic spreads, pulling more people into its deadly orbit. To truly grasp fentanyl's relentless grip, You have to listen to the stories unfolding on the pavement, stories that echo in the shadows of our cities, often unheard and unseen. Michael, once a proud construction worker, lost everything after a job site injury. What began as prescribed painkillers spiraled into heroin, and then fentanyl, a path he never imagined walking. Now he sits alone, haunted by memories, saying, "It takes your soul. I don't even feel human anymore." The emptiness is overwhelming, and hope feels distant. Sarah, barely 20, fled abuse at home and found herself surviving on the streets, searching for safety but finding only more danger. A counterfeit pill laced with fentanyl offered her a fleeting sense of warmth, but quickly trapped her in the cycle of addiction, stealing her future. "I hate it," she whispered, "but being sick is worse. It feels like your bones are on fire. The pain is constant, and escape seems impossible. The physical toll is brutal. Bodies waste away, infections set in, and people slump for hours in the fentanyl fold, lost to the world around them. Even eating becomes a struggle as the drug's power overwhelms basic needs, leaving hunger and exhaustion in its wake. This is a slow-motion emergency, unfolding one person at a time, hidden in plain sight as the world rushes by. These aren't stories of moral failure, but of pain, trauma, and lost hope. Lives derailed by circumstances beyond their control. Fentanyl erases pasts and futures, leaving only the desperate mechanics of addiction and the ache of what's been lost. Each person on the sidewalk has a story. A life, once rich with dreams and connections, now tragically simplified to survival. The drug promises relief, but delivers only isolation, suffering, and a deepening sense of loneliness that's hard to escape. Behind every statistic is a human being, fighting a battle most never see, each one deserving of compassion and understanding. Their stories demand to be heard. We must listen, we must care, and above all, we must act, because every life on the pavement matters. Escaping fentanyl is like climbing out of a greased well. Withdrawal is brutal, pain, vomiting, anxiety, making the urge to use overwhelming. Homelessness adds another barrier. No safe place to detox, no resources for recovery. Treatment requires paperwork, waiting lists, and stability. Luxuries the homeless don't have. Many use fentanyl to self-medicate trauma or mental illness. Getting clean means facing that pain without help. Even after detox, people return to the same streets, surrounded by triggers and easy access. The environment itself conspires against recovery. For the homeless, the path out is littered with obstacles. Relapse isn't a failure, it's almost inevitable. Fentanyl dominates the streets because it's cheap, potent, and easy to produce. Unlike heroin or cocaine, it's synthetic, made in labs, not fields, so supply is constant and costs are low. A dose can cost just $1 or $2, making it accessible to even the poorest. The potency-to-cost ratio is unmatched. A tiny amount delivers a powerful high. This bargain locks users into a relentless cycle. Less money needed, but more frequent use. Fentanyl has outcompeted older drugs, becoming the default choice. As addiction spreads, demand grows, fueling more production and distribution. Dealers profit from desperation, while users become trapped. The system is built on profit and suffering. The true cost is measured in lives lost. Despite the crisis, hope remains. Harm reduction groups save lives daily, distributing naloxone and clean supplies without judgment. Each dose of naloxone is a chance for someone to survive, and maybe recover. Community is a powerful antidote to isolation. Drop-in centers offer food, showers, and most importantly, dignity and connection. Peer support specialists, those who've survived addiction, help others find hope. Cities are shifting from punishment to public health, with non-police crisis teams and easier access to treatment. Medication-assisted treatment is becoming more available, cutting through red tape. These are practical, evidence-based solutions. Real change starts with seeing the person behind the addiction. Support organizations, advocate for compassionate policies, and refuse to look away. Every life saved is a victory. Together, we can bring light to the darkness.